Hello dear students, today in this video we are going to discuss the LAN standards and FDDI. Basically we will discuss here the IEEE Ethernet standards. Basically in 1985 the Computer Society of the IEEE started the project that is called the Project 802 to set the standard among the different intercommunication uh, equipment for a variety of the manufacturers. Whatever the different manufacturing companies just manufacture the different communicating Ethernet LANs and switches, whatever the devices to communicate the computer machines to standardize among all devices. IEEE started the project 802. Project 802 is a way of specifying the functions of the physical layer and the data link layer for the major LAN protocols. Basically, we are discussing here the wired LAN standards, and according to the project 802, these data link layer divided into the two sub layer, that is called the logical link control LLC layer, and second one is the MAC layer, media access control layer. Basically, the original Ethernet was created in 1976 at the Park Centers. Since then, it has four generations. Here, standard Ethernet, fast Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet, and 10 gigabit Ethernet. What are these evolution of the Ethernet? It differ in the speed, whatever the communicating, transmitting the message. Standard Ethernet 10 Mbps, fast Ethernet 100 Mbps, gigabit Ethernet 1 Gbps, and 10 gigabit Ethernet it is the 10 Gbps. This is the Ethernet frame format, standard Ethernet frame format. Whatever the these are the frame. There is a first one is a preamble, that is of the 7 bytes, and SFT, that is the start frame delimiter to recognize the frame. This is of 1 byte, and destination address 6 bytes, source address 6 bytes. These are the MAC address, and length of the type 2 bytes, and data and padding whatever here the message, then CRC, whatever the error correction detection mechanism, 4 bytes it will. Basically, this Ethernet standards, whatever the maximum size and minimum size here, this depends on the this data and padding. It can carry the minimum 46 byte, and maximum payload length is 1500 byte. Depends on this. The minimum length of the this Ethernet frame format is the 64 byte, and maximum length is the 1518 bytes. Depends on this data padding. Basically, whatever the MAC address, this is the length of the 6 byte, that is the 48 bit. This is you can just check in your computer machine. This is the 6 byte MAC address of the machines. Based on this Ethernet frame, this can be just send the unicasting message, multicasting, and broadcasting message. To identify the unicast, multicast, and broadcast, there is a significance here. Just use this first byte. In first byte, in this first bit, just check this is a 0 bit or 1 bit. If this is 0, then this will be the unicast message, and if this will be the 1, this will be the multicast address, and if all this bit FFF, this means all bit is 1, then this will be the broadcast message. Categories of the standard Ethernet, basically here 10 base 5, this is for the bus topology, and implemented to the thick coaxial, and then 10 base 2 for the bus topology, thin coaxial, and 10 base T for twisted pair, star topology, it can be implemented, and UTP cables are used here. 10 base F, F for fiber cable, and this is the can be implemented in the star topology, and the fiber cable are used here. These are the category of the standard Ethernet, just like this. And there is the size of the speed is given, 500 meter for the 10 base 5, 10 base 2 185, 10 base T 100 meter, and 10 base F 2000 meter. And this is the encoding scheme whatever implemented here. Fast Ethernet was designed to compete with LAN protocols such as FDDI or fiber channel. IEEE created the Fast Ethernet under the name 802.3U. Fast Ethernet is the backward compatible with the standard Ethernet, but it can transmit data 10 times faster at a rate of 100 Mbps. This is the fast Ethernet. They are 10 times faster than the standard Ethernet. Then fast Ethernet, this is the implementation 100 base TX, this T for twisted pair and X for the two wires category 5 UTP cables, and 100 base F for fiber, X for two wire fiber, and 100 base T4 4 wire category 3 UTP. And these are the just summary of this implementation. Gigabit Ethernet obviously faster than previous one. The need for an even higher data rate resulted in the design of the Gigabit Ethernet, 1000 Mbps speed here, and IEEE committee calls this is the standard is the 802.3Z. And Gigabit implementation are the 1000 base SX, S for short wave fiber, and 1000 base LX, LX means long wave fiber, and 1000 base CX, C for copper, X 2 wire, and 1000 base T 4 wire UTP. These are the Gigabit implementations. These are the summary of the Gigabit implementations, and line coding NRZ are here, and but in 1000 base T 4D PAM5 encoding are using here. And 10 gigabit Ethernet, just 10 gigabit Ethernet, 10G base S, 10G base L, 10G base E. So then this is the short wave on the 850 nm, and long wave 1310 nm, and extended 1550 mm, just higher speed than the simple gigabit. This is the 10 gigabit Ethernet. FDDI, fiber distributed data interface, FDDI protocol. Basically this is a dual ring protocol, and both ring direction are just reverse here. One is the in this this is the called the primary ring in this direction, and this is the opposite direction, this is the auxiliary ring. If primary ring fails, the auxiliary ring take place, and when the primary ring become recover, the auxiliary will be ideal. Basically how data transmit here, this having the token, and each node just transmit the token to the next node, and next node to the next node. The node having the packet will hold the token and then transmit to the packet to the next node. Just summary of the FDDI, it share the media network link Ethernet IEEE 802.3 and IBM token ring IEEE 802.5, having the 100 Mbps speed, runs on the optical fiber. It supports the on the ANSI standards, token ring network like IEEE 802.5, and token that it transmit here is this is the special packet. Token circulates around the ring, and a station removes the token from the ring before transmission. After transmission, the station returns the token to the ring, and collisions are prevented as there is only one token in the ring, so collision is avoided here. This is the token ring implementation between the high-end machines, mainframes, the token ring implemented. But rather than the advantages, it has also disadvantages, limitations. High cost of the optical components required for the transmission reception of the signals, more complex to implement than existing low speed LAN technologies such as IEEE 802.3 and IEEE 802.5. These are the applications for the office automation at the desktop, backbones for the factory automation, backend data centers application, campus LAN interconnections, inter-campus backbones for the metropolitan area networks, interconnections of the private branch exchanges, and workgroup and departmental LANs, integrated transport for the multimedia applications. These are the common applications of the FDDI. These are the just example of the implementation of the FDDI among the different LAN. This FDDI ring is backbone ring implemented here. It works at the in the backbone. And these are the references. The content I have taken from these references. All about today's video. Thank you.